super sport, wet paint, big feet. I pull up and kill shit, 6 feet.
6 feet going deep. It's Torius with.
Yo, Lofty305.
All right, Lofty, why don't you tell us about what you do?
I make music, art, illustrations, video games.
You make video games?
Clothing. Yeah.
What video games do you make?
Well, I released a web game not too long ago.
Were you using Flash?
Me and Posh God are working on a game right now. It's gonna be the first official release we're gonna have, but still in the works. But I am a game dev. You could play my game, you know.
That's dope. I didn't know you made games.
Yeah, I didn't pull up with my laptop today, but I'll do that.
What was like inspiring the game?
The game that really got me into video games is Kingdom Hearts. I just felt like nothing had ever made me feel like that. No other piece of art. Because I spent so long playing that shit. Like,
for real?
And it's just cool to have, like, you know, that experience.
Didn't a new one just come out?
Nah, it's like they keep fucking up.
For real?
Yeah, they keep pushing it back. So
I'm thinking about Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, I don't know about that shit.
They kind of.
I never liked Final Fantasy, but I liked it in Kingdom Hearts. I was like, cool. I don't know if it deserves its whole like storyline. Like,
yeah, that's.
No, it is kind of cool. Like Final Fantasy 7 was straight. You know what? I could just never beat that shit, so I'm salty. Probably.
Bruh.
I would just be like, damn, I can't figure this shit out. Fuck it.
I never played it, but I played like all the Kingdom Hearts.
Damn.
Like from the PlayStation to like the Game Boy and everything. I used to play I used to spend like all day playing it.
Hell yeah. Kingdom Hearts is shit. It's my favorite shit.
You're Miami native, right?
Yeah.
So how was it like growing up in Miami?
Yeah, like it was cool. It's very flavorful, different cultures and shit. Like if you go somewhere and there's not like a lot of, if you grow up in Miami and you go somewhere there's not like 20 or more like different backgrounds, like
it's like a whole melting pot.
Prevalent, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It shit makes a difference. You feel me? You feel the difference. No.
How is it like different from other places that you've been? 'Cause I know you travel a lot.
This is different, like weather, different type of vibes, different energy here.
What's your favorite weather to be in?
Miami, for sure.
You don't like the cold?
Nah, I don't fuck with cold shit. This shit's annoying.
So
I like to be in the heat.
So you wouldn't like live anywhere else except Miami?
I mean, I'm living everywhere right now. I'm just on the road, just trying to fucking be in a new place all the time. You know?
Yeah.
But I guess I'm trying to like, I'm used to Miami, so that's probably why I like the warmth so much. But probably if I travel somewhere cold that's really cool, I might like it. But I won't like the cold part about it.
You wear like a lot of sweaters?
I don't know. I wear sweaters when it's hot. I don't like to have to wear a sweater.
Because that's like a thing, like a lot of people, like even though it's hot here, people like to wear a lot of sweaters and like a lot
when
of,
it's
like,
really cold, you need
clothes.
like 5 sweaters.
Yeah.
So you're like, but you're only swagging with one. So they can't see the sweaters underneath.
Exactly.
So the swag to like warmth ratio is too imbalanced.
What's like your ideal swag? Like what's your swag right now?
It's LSD swag.
Limit on the drugs.
Yeah, hell yeah. You already know.
So tell me about like Metro Zoo. Like how did Metro Zoo like come apart? Like I mean come together and everything.
Like it's 4 of us. It's me, Ruben Slick, Postronaut, and Posh God. We make the 4 members of Metro Zoo. That's what it's about. Just whatever we make, and we just made a pact in the beginning to be Metro Zoo. Forever that we will be.
You guys were like making music separately, right? At first or together?
Nah, like we started together, you know. It's trippy as fuck. Like we started just chilling every day together and smoking and creating shit, making beats, making songs to the beats, drawing on CDs, burning the music on them.
First?
I always rapped and shit since I was like 6 years old. I had dumb raps. Not dumb, because it's my first shit, primordial raps and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Then I really like hit the music shit. I got an understanding of making beats first. And that's like, I was known as like a beat maker type of nigga first, you know? So,
did that like
say that.
Did that like shape the way that you rapped?
I say that was more attributed to like Ruben Slick.
If you can like.
Oh, my bad.
No, you can like raise it.
Oh, you think it's like bumping on the shit?
No, like just so it's like louder.
Oh, word. Yeah, it's like more attributed to like Ruben Slick and Postronaut, you know, being around them because they would be like really spitting. If I like try to come on the track at first, they'd be like, nah, that shit, you can't fuck this shit up. I'd be like, oh, fuck it. But sooner or later, I got my swag together, you know. Started hitting that shit, you know.
Were you able to like flow and like put your words together, or like was it like?
Yeah, it's like putting my words together, but you know, Hash Pipe Jazz was really like my first project ever.
Jazz?
Yeah.
I don't think I heard that.
Hash Pipe Jazz. It's like my first project I ever recorded, really, like my first material, solo or whatever.
Were you like really influenced by jazz?
Yeah, I love jazz, but it was like hella hip hop, like old school hip hop swag. And you know, the Metro Zoo shit, the early Metro Zoo shit wasn't really on the early hip hop swag. I mean, it was kind of. We had a couple tracks that like had that swing, like let them know that's bitch stuff. You feel me? Gotta so serve them up. No, we had hella flavors on that shit.
Was that one of your favorite songs? Let them know.
I don't know. I really like that song. I really like all that shit from that era. Is like really dope.
Yeah, the flows were crazy on that.
Yeah, I got to really express myself. Shit was dope as fuck.
You feel like you can express yourself as much now as you did back then?
Yeah, hell yeah. But like, I just feel like the game's different. The game was different back then. It wasn't about like clout wasn't so readily available. It was just like, I mean, you had to like have really dope music to like just get people to listen to your shit, because back then it was pretty much people in chat rooms and forums and all that shit just sharing music and like taking energy and time out of their day to be like, yo, this shit is cool, y'all gotta see this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to like, you know, there wasn't any lane for it, there wasn't any fucking Noisy came around later.
The what?
Noisy? They came around hella later. Like,
were they a big influence on like the hip hop culture?
I mean, when they started like doing like noisy type of shit, which was like internet type shit, that shit definitely changed shit, you know. But before that, it was just different. It was like, you know.
Was a lot of people rapping at that time?
Yeah, like hella people were rapping. I think people are always rapping, like, you know.
Because now they say like nowadays
expression, like, you know, like poetry, all that shit. Like, it's been around.
But they say nowadays like everyone's a rapper. Yeah. Like,
everybody's been a rapper though. Everybody's a poet. Everybody's a fucking rapper. Everybody's a critic. Just let people be, man. Like, if people want to rap, then let them rap.
Oh yeah, but I just feel like there's a lot more. Yeah. Cause I go on SoundCloud here like new rappers like every second.
I mean, but you could just be aware of more rap now, of course. But there's always been mad rappers since shit's been around. Like, but why is that like stopping anybody from doing what they want to do and living life how they want to live?
I feel like they feel like it's like competition, you know? Like, damn, there's like so many people out here that...
I like competition. I don't just like competition. Then you'll like life, you know? Because that's what the fuck life is. It's a bunch of people trying to do the fucking same shit. You really think that you like just wake up and nobody's doing the same shit as you? Nobody's doing the same shit I'm on. The whole world is just agreements. It's a bunch of agreements. Like, we're agreeing on this reality right now, so... It's like you have to participate, like learn how to participate in the way that you are supposed to, in the way that your function is, you feel me? It's like, you can't really get down about how many how many MCs, you feel me?
No, of course. What about like producers?
How many producers? Just gotta go the hardest and like, bro, I just like listened to my album. I was like, yo, this shit sounds dope as fuck.
You know it?
Yeah. I was like, man, how many MCs, how many producers, don't fucking matter.
It's on top.
Lofty.
How do you feel about like the new sound nowadays? Like this new sound that's come out, especially like down in like Florida.
It's
Like,
cool. It's
rappers.
dope as fuck. You know, I'm on my shit. I'm on Lofty305 shit right there. You know, I fuck with like music from down here is always, I don't know, it's on some like tribal shit, kind of swampy jungle swag. I fuck with it. But like I don't like subscribe to shit really. Like I have to admit, like I just listen to my shit. I listen to like some Kodak sometimes, you know.
Alright.
But
Fucking with the
I don't really like.
Finesse Kid.
Yeah, that's just dope as fuck. But I don't like fuck with like everything that just comes out of Florida just because it comes out of Florida. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Florida's mad parts of Florida. You feel me? Like.
Do you feel like they have like a sound that they all have in common?
No.
Because a lot of people.
I think like the whole thing about Floridian artists or whatever is that they're all different. You know, they have different personalities and shit. Everybody's personality shines in a certain magnitude just from being down here, you know, and being around so many personalities. You have to be like somebody cool as fuck, you know,
Oh yeah.
to like, you know, I don't know, make a splash or some shit. You feel me?
That what?
To make a splash. Make a splash.
How have you like set yourself apart from like everyone else?
Just
Make a
like
splash.
always like staying in motion is like my style, you know. Just stay in motion, stay doing crazy shit, stay reinventing myself. Like most people would think like, oh, you're doing it too much, but it's not. To me, it's like all pieces of the same puzzle, all pieces of the same piece, you know.
Like doing like too much of what?
Like, you know, like switching up like what I'm doing. Like say I might record a song today and then go cop some shirts from the thrift store, some really dope shit, paint on them, put some tags on them.
I seen your
Put
new
'em up
stuff that you were
online.
like paid the new merch that you got.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty dope.
I'm just like, yeah, I made this shirt too. Yeah, poshplasma.com. But I'm doing like a,
Is that a new? That's a new one.
huh? Yeah, I did this shit like yesterday. I'm doing like a whole line,
How'd you
Posh
like?
Plasma.
How'd you find the style that you like felt like comfortable like doing like that?
It's just consciousness. It's like intelligence. It's being like in the moment. I just start drawing a line and go from there. You
Really?
feel me? Yeah.
Do you ever?
When I'm doing the pattern for sure. When I'm doing all my drawings, like I don't really like to sketch that much. When I sketch, I fuck up.
Really?
You feel me? Yeah.
I'm the opposite because like I can only copy stuff. I can only sketch like really good, but I can't like.
That shit comes in handy though, cause like if you ever find like see a person or some shit, you draw the person very anatomically correct or whatever. I just draw like off freestyle because it's like what's it called? I seen like Tai Chi. There's like a form of Tai Chi that's just like calligraphy pretty much, drawing circles and that type of shit. It's how I see this shit to be for me.
Is that how
It's
you're
like,
not doing?
I work shit out in my brain by doing these mathematics, interlocking pieces of the pattern. You feel me?
Yeah. Because I feel like you can learn how to like sketch, right? But you can't really learn how to like tap into your mind to like do whatever, you know, what you see, right?
I mean, you can. It's just tapping into that state of being completely aligned with the universe and knowing that, all right, right now I'm going to draw what I'm going to draw right now. So why the fuck am I worrying about what the fuck I'm gonna draw? When I'm gonna draw what I'm gonna draw right now. Whether I give a fuck about it or I don't. I'm going to draw this shit. You know? So your hand starts to move, you feel me?
Yeah.
If you're still worrying about what you're drawing, you're fucking up. You should be worrying.
You
You should
close your
just
eyes
be
when
like,
you draw?
nah, I don't close my eyes. I'm kind of like, whoa. I'm watching that shit, watching to see what comes out. And I'm like, pretty much always happy with it. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm like, that was trash. But whatever.
How do you feel about like Posh God's like art?
She's dope as fuck. That's like who got me into art, you know? Cause yeah, we used to like the Metro Zoo would just be always around each other as four. He'd be making art or whatever. I'd be making beats, and you know, we all make beats though. You know, because Freebase started making beats.
Were you guys
Slick
making
and Posh always made beats. You know.
Well, what like program were you using?
I was using what's it called? Reason 3. Back in the day, Dusty. Blow dust off that shit.
How'd you learn how to do that? Like YouTube tutorials?
There was YouTube back then, and I had Postronaut. He taught me a lot about how to use digital audio workstations and shit. He taught me how to use Fruity Loops and shit. Once I figured out Fruity Loops, I figured out how to get Reason and shit. Got on my Reason shit. You know, because I always wanted to fuck with Reason because of sampling, you know? It's hella like...
You were like sampling a lot of jazz beats?
Yeah. Hip-hop sampling.
What's the
Reason's
difference?
dope as fuck for that.
What's the difference between jazz and hip-hop?
I don't know. There's no difference. It's just time. It's just like... I don't know. Niggas just... always just been expressing themselves, you feel me, in different ways.
Yeah. How'd you guys get linked up with like Shuttle Life?
Slick just was like, yo, this is my niggas. He would be hella people. And I'd be like, dude. I was just like hella antisocial, but I did meet them.
You're more like...
They turned out to be hella cool and like pretty much became like our big brothers, you know? Just like my whole conglomerate, like we all look up to them and they hella cool, you know? Yeah, my album's dropping November 7th, feel me? So that's coming up. I'ma drop that, and just keep dropping dope ass videos, music, and everybody's gotta be on the lookout for that.
What's like? Do you have like a theme going on with your album?
Yeah, it's called www.lofty305.com. It's basically like it's basically an album audio blog. It's a vlog.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know. Gotta listen to it.
So like you're like taking like parts of your life and like putting it to the album?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a blog.
Music?
You know, I put but it's a very poetic, artsy blog. You know, blog zine article.
Blog zine. You guys had a zine before too, right? Didn't you? Or like
Posh got made hella zines. I think I've been in one, but I haven't made one. I'm not that punk yet, bro. I didn't make a zine yet. I want to make a book. I'm working on a book.
Like what kind of book? Like a
hardcover.
Like an autobiography?
Motherfucking like some drawings and shit.
They're saying that's us?
Huh?
Were they saying that's us?
Yeah. I think they want your camera. I'm not gonna let them have it.
So you want to make like drawing books, like what kind?
It's like trippy ass books with drawings and poetry in them and shit. It's coming soon. Posh Plasma.
So what does Posh Plasma mean?
Posh Plasma is it's my medium to express myself in different ways, you know. People like might associate Lofty305 with a certain vibe, but when they hear Posh Plasma, it's not like they expect anything. They're just like accepting what the fuck they're seeing without thinking about motives or intentions or whatever the fuck, you know. They're just accepting and enjoying some art. That's what Posh Plasma's for. You know?
Is there like a certain thing that inspired it?
I had a biology book. I just looked it up. Like, what plasma meant.
Oh, so like
I was looking for something else to say, like, you know, something else to go with posh. It's like posh something.
What is?
Looked up the P in the biology book on plasma. It's like
what is
the soul of the blood.
What does posh mean to you?
Posh is like being comfortable, being very intelligent, in your place in the universe and feeling good about it. You know?
So when you're like growing up here, is there like anything that like any like situations that influenced your music, like growing up from Miami? Like how did Miami influence your music?
Hella shit, man. It was like I just always put mad like energy and my life into my music. Like I wouldn't really spend that much time doing anything else, you know, besides doing the music or skating to fucking wherever I needed to be to like hound motherfuckers to let me and my homies like do a show there and shit.
You guys were doing a lot of shows at the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's blood, sweat, and tears.
How were the shows?
They were cool. Those early shows were crazy. It was like probably weren't even old enough to be up in the motherfuckers. Like we're just rocking. You were fucking with it.
That's like
cool.
Who was it? There was like an artist. I think it was Kodak. He was like too young to be in the strip club, but he was like all his music was playing in the strip club and everything. He was like performing.
Hell yeah. That's how that shit was. Not the strip club, but fucking other clubs downtown like Vagabond and it's not there anymore, but Black Bar and shit. Like
you guys rapped about
it's like hella Miami spots. Like
you guys.
Back then.
I learned a lot about Miami through like your music.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of parts that like the Koki Shores and stuff, like all the like the whole area. Where is that? Like
Koki Shores, Miami Shores. But it's just like our music is for us a time capsule, like for the mindset that we're at the time, you know.
The what?
The mindset, you know. It's not really about real events that occurred or whatever the fuck, you know.
It's like how you guys were like living life.
No, it's like more about how we're making music, man, at the time. Like what sound we're going for, you know. Really what sound. It's all about the sound.
There was a time where you took a hiatus, right?
No, I never took a hiatus. Thing is, people consider that a hiatus in rapper terms when a rapper starts doing other shit. Because like rap is like still hella like early and young like that. But in other types of music, like motherfuckers will make an album and then be like, alright, I'm gonna go fucking do a bunch of other artsy shit, and then people are like, okay, you know. But if you're a rapper doing that, you're like, what? I thought you could only rap. Like,
there's some artists that like
niggas are smart as fuck.
They're like big and they do art on the side of like.
Nah, but it's not that I do art on the side. Like I do that shit full time and I rap full time. And until motherfuckers understand that, they won't understand me. They won't understand that a hiatus is not a hiatus if I'm like working on shit the whole fucking time. So I don't give a fuck. I guess the public eye sees it as that, but seeing shit from the public eye, especially my shit, it's very difficult if I'm actually working and making shit. You feel me? Like I don't have that perspective of shit, so I wouldn't really understand what hiatus would mean. Like I work every fucking day.
Do you feel like you're your biggest critic?
Nah, I really fuck with myself and my shit that I do, you know, a lot. But I like to have like niggas around me that'll tell me like, yo, this shit could be sharper, this shit could be better, you know.
Like you
sometimes
don't like
for certain shit, I don't mind like just putting it out myself and being just happy with as far as I push it, but it always comes out better when I bring it to other people and let them hear it, and let them fuck with the sound and like do it back and forth, bro. It's like teamwork really does make the dream work. Like really does make a better product when it's more than one mind working on it always, you feel me? But there's certain shit that I just want to leave as I did it, just because it's like I always have that feeling like, damn, I always love having the feeling of recording myself and doing the beat and making all this shit and just being like, damn, I did that shit.
Do you feel like things like there would be like different like situations? Well, do you think things would be different if you were like doing everything by yourself? than if you were like had your team behind you?
What do you mean?
Like,
what did you say?
Do you feel like it would be different if you were like doing everything by yourself than if you had your team behind you?
I mean, hell yeah, it'd be different. I wouldn't be doing this shit at all. 'Cause
Really?
in the beginning, it was just my team behind me, and like I wasn't even really trying to do shit like that. I was just like playing hella video games and figured out how to make beats and shit or whatever. But you know, niggas actually told me, yo, this shit is dope as fuck. You need to just make beats, like fuck everything else, and really like hammered that shit into my head. So I have to say, it is the niggas that you have to watch who you chill with because they're gonna influence you. They would have told me to do anything else, I probably would have done that shit too.
Right.
They were like, you make fucking music, you make beats, like you be fucking
But don't you feel like
man
they're
the
like
spaceship.
don't
Like,
they feel,
feel me?
doesn't that feel like they're putting you in a box?
No, because I needed to be put in a box at the time because I needed to be put in the music box. Like, I don't regret any amount of time spent in front of the computer making music. That's what I love doing. You feel me? I love it. Even though I do other shit sometimes too, because I love that. And I love expressing myself in different ways, but you know, I love music and shit. You know,
What?
I wouldn't have rather done anything else.
What gets you into like the mood to make music? Like, are you always in the mood to make music, or do you have to be like?
Pretty much
Catching
always in the
inspiration.
mood. I'm always singing. I'm always like making like something, you know, rhythmically doing some shit, painting or making music. All has to do with like rhythm and like freestyling, just being in the pocket, being where you're supposed to be at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know, is your hand over here on the piece or here, and like where is it stroking, you feel me? How fast are you fucking making the fucking painting? Like, that's a big part of it too. I like making shit fast, so.
You feel like it's fast because you're good, or it's fast because like you just
Nah,
want to?
I just like speeding through it. 'Cause I feel like I need to do my next shit, but that has a certain effect on your art too. You know, the speed
On your heart?
on your art.
Oh. Not because like you said rhythms and patterns. Like, you know, sometimes like your heartbeat is like attributed to like, you know, the way your like your body moves and stuff.
First of all, the human heart is a myth. It's a fucking myth.
What do you mean?
We all have a Google disc.
A what?
A Google disc.
What is that?
It's not your heart, but it's the thing that they say it's your heart, but it's actually your Google disc.
I don't know. In my biology book, it said it's the heart.
Huh?
In my biology book, they said it's the heart.
The biology book is wrong. Should burn it. Yeah, I'm fucking tired though. Like, when we go wrap up this fucking interview.
I want to know more about the what did you call it? We Googled this, but
What?
what did you say it was called?
The what?
What did you say it was called? The
You Google disc?
oh yeah.
Oh, just look it up.
So what about your merch? Like, where can they get your merch at?
Hoshplasma.com.
And they have so you have your art, your merch, your clothes. You put your music up there too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
art,
everything.
clothes, mostly art and clothes and shit. Music. I have some music coming out under there. I got Koki Shores Motorsports, fucking Posh Plasma. I'm looking at a few other artists too. A few other artists I want to put out on this label.
Oh, yeah,
But I just want to like make cool shit, like one-offs, like put the shit out, see what it do, whatever.
What's like your main focus right now? Like what's your goal? Like,
Doing everything at this moment that I can do to the top level that I can. Cramming as much shit as I can into a day and doing it efficiently.
Does anything like stop you?
No,
Like any obstacles or anything?
nothing will stop me. Nothing can stop me.
That's good. That's good to hear.
The obstacle is part of the journey, and it's great. And I know there's gonna be obstacles everywhere, or else, like, the only things worth getting are outside of your comfort zone, where the obstacles are. You feel me? If you don't want obstacles, just sit in front of your TV and eat some Captain Toast Crunch or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, whatever the fuck. Watch some fucking cartoons. You know. That shit's a safe spot, like, but if
What
you
about-
wanna like
What about when
get
you're
shit that you want, you gotta like leave the crib, go into traffic, fucking stay out all fucking night, stay out all day, just doing what you love, like recording over here, recording over there, checking on people, checking on events, like checking on venues for events, like all hands-on things that I do every day to keep myself busy and focused on the goal, and like stay from doing like retarded shit, unintelligent shit, you know. Like you gotta like keep working. You feel me?
What about days that you don't want to work, like that you feel like
no such thing. It's a day that I don't want to work. I work for myself. Like you know how good it feels to wake up every day and be like, what is there to do today, self? Like you feel me? Like,
yeah.
People don't understand that shit. Like there's a happy way to wake up. When you work for yourself, you wake up happy. You feel me?
Have you ever felt like you wanted to quit ever? Like
quit what? Life? That's all I do. That's all I fucking do. Quit breathing.
You're right. So, what about like any advice you want to give to like anyone like starting out with music or?
Well, just fucking do it, yo. Just fucking do it. Get your headphones. Do it on your fucking laptop mic if you have to. Fuck it. People are like, oh, there's too many rappers. Da 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 da. Like, they're all in the fucking way. Like, if you got this shit in your heart and shit, it's actually supposed to be going down. If you pass up on it, you will just pass up on it, and you just won't have it. Like, but the music wants you. If you hear that shit in your head, it wants you. You gotta go for it. It's like, honestly, it's the best thing I ever did. You know, motherfuckers might say like, oh, could have been so many different routes. Like, sure, I know.
They really say that?
Like, I'm sure. I don't listen to motherfuckers who talk about shit that's unintelligent. Because the intelligent thing is, I chose music. You feel me? I chose to do this shit. I chose to do art. I chose to work for myself. So I choose to be happy every day. You feel me? People like don't understand that every day you can make different choices. Nobody's like got you fucking chained up and dragging you to fucking work every day. You're doing it to your fucking self. You feel me? Nobody's making you do that. And then you're mad all the time. It's like, fuck. I don't want to wake up today. Like, I don't want to work. Why don't you want to work? Because you're working for somebody else and you're like building their empire when you really should be like building your own shit. You feel me?
Yeah. No, of course.
I'm happy as fuck. Every time I'm tired as fuck from like doing shit for my shit, I'm like, yo.
No, like that's the best feeling.
I put
like,
work in.
doing your own stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna rejuvenate. I'm rejuvenating myself. All the work I'm putting in, all the sweat equity's coming right back. Feel me?
No, of course.
It's like you have to just break out of that mindset of like working for somebody else. That's why it's good to see you doing these interviews and shit. You feel me? And like just keeping that type of spirit, because you can't just make money off just being like active. You feel me? Just be very active in your fucking talent and shit. You feel me?
Yeah. No, of course. I had a question about like the fans and stuff. Like, how do the fans like interact with you? Like, how do you interact with your fans?
I mean, I fuck with my fans. Like, I really appreciate supporters though, like people who like buy merch and show up to the shows and be like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up, Lofty? You know, treat me like hella normal. You know, that's mainly what I have, like supporters. I don't have. It's not like I have like a bunch of hype beast ass fans. Like, oh my god, oh. Like I don't have fans like that because I'm not like all super clouded up or super hyped up right now. But the people who know my shit, know about underground music and know about dope shit and know about specific songs and shit. And like, it's really interesting to every time I meet a fan. You feel me? Or meet a supporter. You know, it's kind of cool. Kind of like, all right, so how'd you find out about my shit? And they always got like different stories of which friend showed it to them, or oh, my girlfriend showed it to me, or whatever the fuck, or I saw it on this guy's page, you know.
Yeah, I think that's funny because that's how I am. Because like it was funny the way that like I listened to you guys. Like I first like got into you guys because like my friend, you remember him? He was at that show. His name's Derry. He just sent it to me randomly, and that's like you guys got me into like underground. Like you guys were like what started everything.
Yeah, it's dope as fuck. That's crazy, man. I'm glad to hear that shit.
Before that, I was just listening to Drake all the time.
Damn. Drake is raw though.
Nah, he is.
He's got some jams under his belt. But yeah, man.
What message do you have for your fans?
Motherfucking
supporters.
Everybody just keep supporting, keep rocking with me. I'm gonna keep shit coming, you know. But you know, like if you fuck with something, just put people on like through word of mouth. Like that's my favorite way to like hear about music is from somebody. So you know, don't just keep it a secret. If you fuck with my shit, go out and tell people and shit. I'm gonna just keep grinding. You feel me?
Think they don't want to see you blow up?
I mean, I'm sure like people want to see me blow up, you know, but I'm not sure if people like think about it as much as I do. I'm just trying to get them to think about it more. Like, yo, you want to see me blow up, right? Like, keep telling motherfuckers, like, you know, whoever you are that fucks with me, thank you, and like keep telling motherfuckers about me and like my shit. Poshplasma.com, www.lofty305.com.
What, you have anyone you want to shout out?
Big shout out Space Daddy, Ion, He, Bear, Ruben Slick, Posh God, Posh Not, you feel me? What's up, Gabby? And yeah, that's it.
And where can they find you at again? Last time?
Lofty305 on Instagram and Twitter. And then www.poshplasma.com if you want to cop some gear. You know, www.lofty305.com. Album coming soon, November 7th. Also, I know I'm missing some motherfucking shit.
Is there anything that you want to like put light on?
Huh?
Is there anything you want to like that I didn't mention or like you want to put light on?
Anything I want to put light on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright, so this is
Finish this
Mid-60
interview.
with the legendary Lofty305.
Hell yeah.
Miami Zone.
Yo, thank you, man. Thanks for doing this shit, bro.